Today is June 1st, and today's quote is entitled, "To be successful." It is not that we are not capable of succeeding. The question is whether or not we are willing to do what is necessary to succeed. So I've often spoken about the concept of desire and commitment, and there's a difference because there are many things which we desire, but not necessarily as many things as we're committed to achieving. So I may want something, but I'm not willing to do everything that's required to achieve it. So today's quote, it says, it's not that if we don't achieve success in something, it means we're not capable. What it may mean is, are we willing to undergo the austerity, the sacrifice, and put out the effort to achieve whatever it is we're trying to achieve? Now, if you say no, then my response would be is two things to look at. One, do you really want it and you're just lazy? Or you're not lazy, but what it is you don't really want, and therefore you're lazy towards this goal. And so then in that situation, you want to find goals that are inspiring. Because a lot of times we're actually not lazy, we just don't have anything inspiring in our life. So we need an inspiring goal. A lot of people get this confused. They think I'm lazy. Now, I'm not saying some of you out there aren't lazy. Laziness especially comes up in relation to things we don't like doing and austerities. But if there is something that you really like doing and you don't do it, you may be lazy, you may be fearful, or you just may be afraid that it's going to be difficult, you're going to fail, or something of that nature. So then you have to deal with that. You have to understand the principle that we've spoken about before. To fail or not make the endeavor to achieve something that's important for you is more painful than the pain you're going to undergo in trying to achieve that. Now, there's another thing that's important to realize is that there is a lot of power and satisfaction in making an effort to do something that you don't want to do. Now, I know that sounds paradoxical. So you don't want to do something, and I'm saying go do it. You'll feel good even if you don't succeed. Because what happens is the doing becomes part of the success. So you realize subconsciously or intuitively, you realize that just by making the effort, that's been a big success for me because I was reluctant to do what I had to do to be successful. Does that make sense? So maybe I don't want to go out on book distribution, but I make the effort, I get out there, I walk on the street, I approach somebody. It doesn't even matter if I succeed in terms of distributing books or a quantity of books, but just making the effort to approach someone was a success. And more often than not, when you do that, you become relieved of the fear or the stress or anxiety that was accompanied with just the concept of having to try to do something I don't like or having to try to do something in which I could fail. So you feel this great relief that I actually did it, and you're no longer concerned about results. So that's an important concept. It's that oftentimes it's not really about results that's going to give you a deep sense of satisfaction, but it's about the effort. And like Krishna says in the Gita, that hear from me how a man can become perfect doing his work. And Krishna talks about it doesn't matter about results. So he's really more concerned with dharma, with doing what's the right thing. And that's what's going to purify you. Whether you get the results or not is not what purifies you necessarily, at least not strictly philosophically speaking. Krishna's telling Arjuna, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you make the effort, that's what matters. That's what's important, and that's how you become purified. So it's important to realize that a lot of times, because of whatever reason it may be, we don't make an effort to do something towards achieving a goal, and then it really causes us pain. And that pain could be relieved just by making the effort. So it's a nice meditation. That effort, the action, is what's important, not the result. And that makes it easier to ease into various activities without anxiety or fear, and also to become motivated. Now the last thing is, when you're lethargic or you can't move, or you have a goal but you're not moving towards it for whatever reason, just do it. And doing it builds up the momentum. Hare Krishna.